Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're talking about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not easy, but how to become a billionaire, how to become a millionaire, how to join them. Well, that's the age-old adage. Most people in the capitalist system says, I want to be rich. Well, there is a playbook, but there is no direct line. Everybody's different because you have to go through the work, the steps. You got to make the effort, and it has to be consistent. It doesn't happen in 1 month. It doesn't happen in 1 year. It doesn't happen in 5 years. It usually takes a longer time frame. So if you're willing to put in the work, stay tuned and make sure you share the videos, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only that can be in the chat room. Everybody can watch, but only members with the icon next to their name can be in the chat room. Stop struggling now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And that intro was Sean Rayford and Experience. And in case you don't know, and you just now joined the SSN Nation Network, I'm just saying, Sean Rayford and Friends is going to be part of the first week of May. That's right, May 9th through the 12th, Sean Rayford and Friends. DJ Wangle's going to be in the house. That's right, you guys might be saying, who? Don't worry, you guys know who they are. You can check some of the smooth jazz charts for my man Richard, our man Sean Rayford, and also DJ Wangle is a DJ in the Dominican Republic, and some of you know who it is, but I'll save that surprise until later on down the line. And we're going to have some other Dominican artists as well. And we're going to have the soulful sounds of Lucky Witherspoon, a new artist that's just now going to be coming out. Oh my, ladies, you might want to show up because this guy is swooning with the voice. And we're going to have a few other surprises. And then the following week, it's one of the top 20 artists on the Billboard 100 charts. Club Nouveau's coming the following weekend. And it's going to be awesome with some more artists in the house, along with not just Sean Rayford and Friends. It's going to be Sean Rayford and the Experience, a full 7-piece band, along with the Club Nouveau, who's going to have their 6-7 pieces of band as well. It's going to be one for the ages on Saturday night as well the following week, May 16th through the 19th. Don't miss it. Tickets on sale now at ssnlifestyle.com and soon to be on Eventbrite tomorrow. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down. And if anybody's watching this and you're in the Dominican Republic and you're near Punta Cana or Santo Domingo or anywhere, we are going to be hosting some sort of talent show in about 2 weeks. So if you want to get on the bill, you want to show out and show up, then you can be in it, ladies and gentlemen. How do you want to be millionaires? How are they made? Well, how do you do it? One, let's just start at the top. You got to start doing business, ladies and gentlemen. That's number one in the playbook. We'll keep going down the line, but let's see who's in the house first. I want to hear from you guys tonight. We have Laverne Penix here. He is an investor, a businessman. He's making things happen himself. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream, where he has that icon next to his name. And that means he can be in the chat room tonight. If you can't get in the chat room, ladies and gentlemen, it's because you must be a member of the channel. You can watch on any of the platforms, almost, not any, but nonetheless, On Monday and Friday night live streams and any other live streams that we have, chat rooms are always wide open. All right. Otherwise, just become a member. Support the channel. Laverne Penix is also known as Mr. Cool in this YouTube streets, ladies and gentlemen. And he says his tagline, hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. That's right. Voice is back. And he says, I received a notification and saw the trailer. That's one person tonight. Thank you so much for that, Laverne Penix, and for being here in the house. He's on his way to being a millionaire, if not already a millionaire. And we have another man of the hour, soon to be retiree in about 5 or 4 months. And he's joining. He's going to stop being in the rat race. Himself. He's an investor, and he's done none other than Victor Marrero. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream. This is right up both of the guys' alleys, and you guys should stay tuned. Get that pen, pad, and paper. You never know when there's going to be something that's going to be dropped, not just by me. We have a lot of people in the house who knows things about business and making money. And Victor Marrero brings his tagline with the icon next to his name. And he says, hello, all. Let's do this. That's what we're going to be doing. We're making it happen. All right. Eric, your voice has an echo. That's not good. Sounds like you're talking through 2 mics. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Let me check this out. I better check the audio. Mic check, mic check. This is interesting. Okay. Let me know. This is interesting too. Let me know if I still have an audio, because that should not be happening. Oh, wait, hold on. I better double check a few things. Make sure I don't have my phone's not on. There should not be an echo. Let me know if I still have an echo. And what I'll do is I'll do this as well. I'll try it this way as well. Let me know if there's an echo still. Barely. Yeah, it's barely moving. So hopefully no echo. Hopefully it's gone, because we can't have echoes. That means all my talking, it was blah, 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 blah. All right. So once again, if you want to join us there's several things going on in May. It's only a month and a half away. Flights to the DR go down starting in the second week, third week of April. Then when it hits May, and a lot of the main cities, you got cheap airfare round trip, so you can come join us over there. And why would you want to join us? Because how are millionaires made? How are billionaires made? Well, let's just say the first playbook that I was mentioning, business. So why wouldn't you start a business, create a business, or buy a business in one of the hottest real estate tourism locations in the world, which is the Dominican Republic? All right? That's for first starters. It's just like buying a condo or buying a home in Miami, and then seemingly 2 or 3 years later, it goes up $1 million or something. It's ridiculous, right? That's what we're dealing with here, except we forget the $1 million stuff, because you have to spend $700,000-800,000. Then the next thing you know, you got a $1.5-1.7 million place in Miami. It's crazy what's happening there. Well, Punta Cana and Dominican Republic is cheaper, a lot cheaper, but you're going to have the same results. Not so much the million part, but so much a profit that you can actually parlay into millions. That's what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. And that's why in May you want to come there, because on May 13th, 14th, and 15th, 3 days, we are going to be talking about, it's the SSN Lifestyle Investors Forum. What does that entail? Real estate, business. You want to start it? We got the lawyers on retainer. We have the lawyers in the house. You want to start a business, get your SRL? Well, you can ask the questions right then and there. That's part of the $199. There's no additional cost. You're going to have to pay for your airfare. You got to pay for your hotel. You got to do that. But in order to join us on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, be part of the group, then you got to sign up. In fact, I better put a link in the chat room just in case. But I do have to say one other thing before I put the link in. If you decide to come to the music festival, whether it's the first week or the second week, then it's only $1 additional for you to join us May 13th, 14th, and 15th. What a deal. At least I look at it that way. What a deal. So if you want to just come to the SSN Lifestyle Investors Forum and Business Forum, here you go. There's the link directly. If you want to go to the music festival, then I suggest you go there and you have to add the $1 for the ticket, and then you can come join us. That'll get you into our investors forum. Now, lawyers in the house, we're going to ask questions. You could be there 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. All of us are sitting at the round table. We'll be in the room. You can ask questions, raise your hand, get down to business. Immigration? Check. Residency? Check. You want to find out about business startup? Check. We're going to have it. Glennie Hatchie Cuevas, she's going to be handling the biz, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we're going to do it. Then we're going to go over and see Johan Confidante as well, because he handles things also. He's a lawyer, top lawyer as well. We're going to go see him. So if you think you just have something else after you leave, you're like, oh man, I forgot to ask. Guess what? You're going to be in the house. All right, Victor Marrero and everybody else, let me know if I'm still echoing. All right, that would be helpful. I don't know why I'm okay. Hold on a second. Let me check something. Yeah. Okay, that's weird. Shouldn't be echoing, but let me just double check. Let me know. All right, now back to the thing at hand, because this is going to be exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting. Now, Victor Marrero is not saying anything, so I assume, or Laverne Penix, let me know if I'm echoing. Now, let's get to the business at hand, ladies and gentlemen. Why is it? Let me explain something. How are millionaires made? How are billionaires made? Okay, if you will notice, if you go to the billionaire status, there's one thing that they have all in common. And generally, it's a conglomeration of businesses. So when you look at the top people, you all say, okay, it's Apple, which there's no real Apple, that's a company. But you go Bezos, Musk, everybody knows them. You know, you start getting into Bill Gates. You start getting to Bernard Arnault, who owns LVMH. All right. So all of you that buys all these high-end bags and purses and shoes and all that, that's LVMH, right? Louis Vuitton, Hennessy, all that, right? Coach, all the stuff, right? And that's why they own a conglomerate. All right? So, Michael Jordan, he has his Jordan brand. But sometimes it used to be golf clubs with Tiger. Sometimes it's basketball shoes. Sometimes it was racing, right? Sometimes it was the Charlotte Hornets, right? So he has multiple businesses, even though the Jordan brand itself brings in a lot of money. He just didn't sit there and go, I just do the Jordan brand. He actually attached other things to it, such as superstars that wears the gear, superstars he signs up for that. So therefore, they're separate entities in reality. So the same kind of thing billionaires do, millionaires start. Millionaires, how you have to be a millionaire is you have to start multiple streams of revenue, multiple streams of passive income. But what does that entail? You guys know what that means. That means business. Business. There's no way around it. And here's the problem with business. If you start a new business, 9 out of 10 are going to fail. That's just the way it is. There's oftentimes a lot of people ahead of you who already started, who's already been doing it for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. There's oftentimes somebody who sees your idea and then they do an offshoot to make it even better. You might be missing a thing that they see that they can exploit. And so therefore you have competition that way. So that is why it's very hard for people to get to that millionaire status, because in a capitalist system, especially in America, things change. Like right now, if you're in the AI business, it seems like you can't do no wrong. We just had Amazon, I think it was, buy Anthropic AI for 2.75 billion. That is crazy. Billion. I mean, once again, the guys at Anthropic, they're very happy. Somebody's probably, a billionaire or something. I don't know what the ownership status is of that company, but I'm pretty sure some people have hundreds of millions of dollars at their hand right now because they started an AI Anthropic probably 10 or 15 years ago. But the reward is now seen. Those are the type of things that we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen, because you're going to have to do something. If you want to get to that billionaire class, that's on a whole nother level. You either have to do something like a startup, like we have InstaVid AI. You can be a part of it with Oscar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you could actually have ownership is what I'm talking about. Can you imagine ownership of an AI company that other companies want to use and somebody could actually buy out at these evaluations is incredible. I'm not saying, oh, excuse me. I'm not saying that this would definitely have a value like that, but it could have a value of millions at least, right? So wouldn't you like, even if it's 1% or 3% or zero point 0.5, I don't care, any percentage, all right? You would want that. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, then just go see InstaVid AI on the channel. When we have Oscar on, he had the latest. He talked about some partnerships, and there's a few other things as well. So once again, don't forget, Victor Morrell says audio is good now. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. And Brian P., another investor's in the house, ladies and gentlemen, doing big things. He's making it happen. Part of the Millionaire Club means that you're going to have passive income coming in. That could be dividend investing, which Brian P. is a heavy proponent of. We're all a proponent of that. We want you to get involved with the stock market. Why? Do you see another all-time record high for the Dow Jones today? Can you believe that this is happening? I don't get it. Main Street is suffering. The wipeout of the middle class is happening right before our very eyes, but the rich people, because they have so much wealth, those millionaires, billionaires, they are buying more shares of stock. That's the only way price can go up. And therefore, they're making money while they're sleeping. And the middle class and below are working their tails off. Once again, you need a platform that can make money for you while you are sleeping, while you are awake, but not working. All right? Like right now, we're awake. We're talking. We could be making money. Some of us have short-term rentals. We could be getting requests or bookings right now without doing anything. That's an example. All right? That's how easy this is. You can have automated systems. We don't sell courses here. This is the no guru zone. But if you want to sell courses, fine. But that's another thing. Like if we sold courses here at the Stop Struggling Now Nation, then that means I would be saying, hey, there's a link down to the course. I can show you how to be a millionaire course in the playbook. We can sell you that. We'll give you some steps, right? We can tell you how to do everything and charge you $99 and pay us. That's true. That's another way people monetize what they're talking about. And that's another way that, hey, millionaires are made from the information network. You guys have heard of Tony Robbins, information network. You've heard of Grant Cardone, information network. You've heard of Ty Lopez, information network. That's what they sell, information. People are signing up because they want to be rich. They want to be wealthy. They want to live comfortably. You can't blame anybody wanting to live comfortably. Every time you go to the store, walk around and go buy something, you're in my mind, I sit there and be like, hey man, this used to cost like seemingly half the price. But here's one of the other secrets about the millionaires and billionaires. They don't like debt, but they use debt to buy an asset. So there's two different differences. When somebody says, I'm going to go buy, let's say, what a lot of people buy, a car. They go, no worries, the car's $75,000. No worries, I'm going to pay $1,000 a month for 8 years or something crazy. No problem. Well, that's a problem. When you want to be a millionaire, billionaire, they don't waste money. Another example I gave about Jordan. He won't even pay for nothing with his friends. So, see, this is what I'm trying to say. Not popping bottles, they're actually the money you save is money you're using to invest. That's why they sit there later and say, hey, I'm going to go out here and buy yachts because they have the cash flow. You guys know what we're talking about here. And Brian P., once again, I left it out. Thank you so much for being in the house with the icon next to your name. Greatly appreciated, like I mentioned. And he says he smashed that like button. Thank you so much for that. And yes, I just looked at emails, but I didn't check them out earlier. I got the notification and saw the trailer. That's 3 people today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, Eric, I hope you enjoyed those emails. Yeah, man, I wasn't able to check them out because I've been doing some other things. I had to make the deals and make some deals happen. Brian P., we are making money in here. That's what we do. We're sleeping. In fact, I just got some information. ORC gave me some dividends this past 2 or 3 days ago. I don't even know. But, you know, we get those alerts. Some dividends have been sent to us. We always like seeing that in our messages. I like it. ORC, that's Orchard Capital, ladies and gentlemen. That's a dividend fund. They're in about the 13-14% annual return if you buy at the stock price right now. Just saying. Actually, it's higher than that. 16%. Well, hold on. I shouldn't say that, but it should be 13, 14. I haven't checked. But we got in when it was 20%. So we're making 20% on our money because we bought when it was a lower stock price. So we're loving life. It could be back to 20. Who knows? Go check it out. Okay, ORC. Everybody on podcasts. Victor Morero says, how can someone be a millionaire? The way I see it is simple. It's resisting the temptation of immediate pleasure in exchange of obtain a valuable asset in the future. Very well said. That's exactly what it is. Because in the example of the car, you're willing to spend $1,000 a month to buy a $70,000 car. What if you were to put $1,000 a month into something that gives you a return on that $1,000? Even if it's not sexy, you can't see it. Even if it's $50. But see, here's the thing. You're doing that for 8 years, 96 payments. You start calculating 96 additional payments on top of those payments. Next thing you know, that could be thousands of dollars per month coming in your pocket. 1,000, let's say. All right, just to keep it around 10%, 12%. Spend 100,000, getting $12,000 per year is 12%. With an upside, because you can reinvest it and then you can turn it into more. Speaking of valuable assets in the future, letting your money work for you. We've talked about this for the last year, year and a half, specifically about this dividends and about getting in and making money, because that is an easy way. It's not sexy. People can't see it. Some people are even putting people down because they don't want to buy the clothes, right? Like people told me, hey, do you have any other clothes besides t-shirts, sweats, putting your hoodies? I said, yeah, notice it says my stuff, SSN Nation stuff that I'm wearing. They're like, yeah, but all you wear is jeans and that stuff. I'm like, what else am I supposed to wear? Are you serious right now? I was like, what? I'm supposed to go out and buy these LVMH products? Wasting thousands of dollars on some clothes or bags or whatever I'm supposed to be doing? Luggage, and sitting in a closet damn near 350 days a year? That's crazy. So see, that's the differences right there. I would rather spend my money, well, SSN Lifestyle, Punta Cana Music Festival, and we're making money. We're trying to make money here, ladies and gentlemen. So do make sure you sign up for that. Go to ssnlifestyle.com. It's going to be awesome. Let me tell you about Thursday night. Why you want to be there on Thursday night, May 9th. Sean Rayford and friends. Dominican players and friends. And a dinner. It's a welcome dinner, but it's only for VIP. That's right. VIP gets a welcome dinner. Celebrity chef is going to be making it. Only 35 tickets are possible. They're going to be jamming. Exclusively jam session with the VIPs on Thursday night. That's right. That's why you want to maybe have a VIP ticket, but go check it out. All right. Now, if you want the hotel room package included and 2 VIP tickets, we got you. It's fine. Staying by the beach. That's right. Villa Blanca. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to miss that. And no more car payments. See, there we go. I like what you said, Brian P. I like what you said. Because right then and there, ladies and gentlemen, is the SSN Nation way. Remember when we were talking about that $1,000 a month for 8 years, and then all of a sudden you have about 14,000, 15,000 potentially coming in annually? Now you're supposed to take some of that money and then go, you know what? I have my lump sum over $100,000, and I'll take that $1,000 or $1,200 a month I'm getting. I'll go buy myself a liability. Now I'll pay the 700, 800, 900, 1,000 for the vehicle because I don't have to work for it. My money's making money for me. That's what we talk about here, ladies and gentlemen. You want your money to keep generating while you're sleeping. Now, I make money over here at the SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Music Festival. See, that doesn't churn any more additional money. I have to throw another event, right? That's a one-time thing. It doesn't regenerate while I'm sleeping. So now I have to keep going in order to generate. We don't want to get in that game really, right? But we have a reason because we also have our own real estate deals going on and promotions for the SSN Lifestyle Club. Oh yeah, there's going to be a club, right to use club. It's going to be off the charts, but nonetheless, all this goes hand in hand because when you have people, you have promotions. So now SRL LLC, we get a tax write-off because we're doing the promotions. So if it is an L, we get a write-off anyhow. So it works out to our advantage one way or another. Either we make money, we'll gladly pay the taxes, or we lose a little bit of money and we get tax write-offs. Either way, it's a win-win because we're going to have people with our own promotional items saying, hey, glad you're here, but check this out. When you go to the room afterwards, after the party, you'll be seeing. And stay tuned next week and we'll actually drive out to where these locations are going to be. But look at what we're going to be building. Maybe you might want to invest hand in hand, right? That's what we're doing. So now it parlays into the business of real estate, management, travel, short-term rentals, long-term rentals, buying and selling condos, villas, townhomes, developing. There's like 15 things you can do once you control the real estate. Whether you control the land and you control the development, now you have put yourself into a position where you could say, you know what? We control everything. HOA closed. Closed. There is no HOA. It's closed. All right? We manage it. You want to rent your place out. We manage that too. We take 20%. I'm already leaving it at 20%. I don't really care. 20%. We'll manage it. You can live here. You can rent it out. 20%. Across the board. All of this goes together, ladies and gentlemen. You want to be a millionaire? This is what the kind of things that you have to do. Joe Nay is in the house. Another investor is here. I'm very proud of all these guys with the icons because not only are they members of the channel like Joe Nay, but these guys are actually investors. They walking the walk, doing the talk as well. They're making things happen. They're studying. They're saying my future awaits me. And the emerging millionaires are all here. Joe Nay, welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with that icon next to your name. And I appreciate it. He says, what's good, SSN fam? Hope everybody is in good health. Yes, I'm back. We're back, man. It's on fire in here. Exactly. Raise the roof. Put the fan on, put the AC on, or give me some of those nice, cool ocean breezes. Because about a month and a half, we're going to be at the beach listening to some awesome music. And you guys are just going to have to see some video clips afterwards if you're not there. Because it's going to be a stone cold gas as corn, Don Cornelius used to say. Soul Train. Exactly. Victor Marrero says Bitcoin and anything associated with like yield, max, and ETFs are on fire. Fuego. Stay in the market. Be consistent, and you'll achieve financial freedom. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. And let's listen it up here. Victor Marrero's correct. Now, remember this. Markets go like this. The market eventually will start going down. That's why you want to buy the better companies and things like that when it goes down. Why? Because you're going to buy, your dollar cost average is going to potentially go down. So that's when you want to buy, when it goes down. So then when you have the next bull run, you get the freebie on the upside. All right? Now, a lot of people don't understand. The millionaires and billionaires understand this, and I have to give a simple mathematical equation. So let me give you guys an example. I bought a $100 stock, okay? The stock went down 50%. Oh my God, that's bad. But what did you do? Did you sit there on the sideline? Just like Tesla, it was at 265. Did you sit in the sideline when it went down to 250 and 225 and 200? Or were you buying on the way down to 170 or 175? What were you doing, right? If you believe in the company, what should you be doing right now at 179 or 180? You should be buying more. You might be not liking it, but your dollar cost average will come down. If you believe in the company, you buy more. Now, back to the equation. $100 stock goes down 50%. It cost me, now it's down to $50. So I'll just use a simple example. So I bought one share at 100. It went down to 75. I still believe in the company. So now I bought my second share at $75. So now I have two shares for 175. So now that changes things to where we're at, what is that, 87.50, I believe, something like that. So anyhow, now it goes down to $50 a share, and you're like, oh my God. So are you going to buy or are you going to cry? So you should be buying some more. So now you have 3 shares for $225. So now your dollar cost average is almost down to $70. All right? So you guys hear this. So I got 3 shares. $70 dollar cost average down. Now all of a sudden, we have a spurt. It goes up to $70 per share. You guys paying attention, right? So the ones you bought at 50%, all of a sudden it went up to $70. That's $20. 50 times 40% is $20. All right? So you got 20% of it back, even though it only went up $20. You're at 70. Now all of a sudden, you find out it went up to 80. Congratulations. Your dollar cost average was around 71, 72. Now you are positive because you did a dollar cost. And if it goes back to 100, you are ahead of the game. You got $300 worth of shares, right? And you only paid 175 plus 50 is 225. So you're $75 ahead, right back to 100. This is what the billionaires and millionaires do. This is why they stay in the stock market. Hopefully you understood what I'm saying. Some of you may need that pen, pad, and paper because this is what we do. This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. And Victor Marrero, I forgot, mentioned something. He mentioned Yield Max ETF. I suggest you go over to Yield Max ETF and check it out. And I also suggest you go check out, what was that one that you, what was that, YBTC? Because they're using the income options money for their dividends. YBTC. So again, Victor Marrero and ourselves and everybody here, we started talking about this over a year ago to get Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what we said. We said we're done with the altcoins. Let's just go with the big boys. And sure enough, the rise has started. So everybody's winning right now who's been here in the SSN Nation and took heed. So once again, we were right. Now, there's one thing I was not right about, and I have to admit, we can't be right about everything. The housing market has not crumbled like it should have. I don't understand, but you know what's I can't believe it. It's going to happen by default. Why? Insurance. People can't get insurance anymore. People are bailing out. They're like, I can't insure this place. My HOA fees are damn near double. You're giving me special assessments of thousands of dollars. I can't put a roof on my house. I can't do this, that, and the other. I'm out. So it's going to be by default, apparently, not because of the high interest rates, which it should have busted up the housing market. But I got to give the credit where credit is due. Jerome Powell and friends, they've been doing the damn thing. They've been doing the damn thing. So we got to give them credit. We got to give them credit. All right. I got the notification. I smashed that like button. I appreciate it because everybody smash that like button if you're here, because the YouTube guys don't like us talking about this. Sure, there's other people that talks like this, but we actually give examples while we're talking, as you have noticed. All right. E. White, another emerging millionaires in the house. Another guy that's an investor, a business person. He's taking no prisoners. He's making it happen. He's going for that millionaire, billionaire status. And quite frankly, I already know what he's done. So what I do know is he's going to have millionaire status in T minus about 3 years. Why do I know this? Because he has bought numerous amounts of property. Therefore, he's going to have cash flow. The economy will not be like it is now. Sooner or later, there will be a correction going down and a correction going up. So once again, he has put himself in position, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome, E. White, with the icon to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream. And he says his tagline, good evening, SSN family. Eric, good to see you back with the SSN takeover energy. Exactly, man. I was down and out for a little bit, but now we back. At least 80% of millionaires are self-made. He's right about that. That is, they started with nothing but ambition and energy. Exactly. There's a lot of people out here. In fact, I would say it's actually a higher number than that, because here's the thing. A lot of people go, oh, they want to cop out. Oh, it's because they inherited something. They had an advantage. That's why all these guys. Okay, look, there's only like 60 million millionaires in America. 60 million. That's it. Guess how many billionaires there are in the whole world? Before I say that, I want to see if anybody. No, you guys can Google. How about 2,600 billionaires in the world? Out of 8+ billion people. That is the numbers. So all this, hey, they inherited it and all this. Yeah, okay, go talk to the Vanderbilt family. They were the richest family in the world like 100 years ago. You ever heard of the Vanderbilts now? Hell no, because at the third generation, they squandered all the money. So see, inheritance doesn't guarantee you a damn thing. And by rights, not that many people inherit money. That's not how it works. There's not enough people. I just said 2,600 billionaires. That's it. There used to be 3,500. That's it. And then there's only 60 million millionaires in the US. So there's 350 million people, and part of the 60 million is the same family. Like the Rockefeller family. Everybody's like a freaking millionaire. The way they set up their trust, the way they set up their structure. Every person that's born is good. They have their own like family bank and stuff. I mean, it's crazy. So actually, the number is way lower than you think. So all these people, like E. White said, they started with nothing but ambition and energy. And they failed 17 times on average. Just to give you a clue. So when you're out here whining, going, oh, I failed another time, and your partner or whoever's with you is saying, oh, man, you done tried 5 things and you can't do nothing. You got to stop listening to the people like that. You're supposed to try 20 times minimum. I'm not saying 20 times with the same failed project. I'm saying pivot. You have to say, okay, I'll try something else then. But if you want to get to that status 17 times on average, you're going to fail. So keep that in mind. I lost my voice almost again. So anyhow, I got excited. Joe Nay. I'm taking care of business and keeping it. I finally signed some contracts for my relocation crib, an investment property. Working on a couple more. Now, Joe Nay. I love it. Congratulations. But I want to know, are you going to give us a little inkling on what this was? Or are you going to keep it close to the vest? But congratulations. Well done, Brian P. Hey, Eric, I picked up more clip shares. Okay, clip, ladies and gentlemen. That's some more dividends. What can I say? The guys are on it. They know what to buy. They know in the finance business, by the way, number one, billionaires. Number one, guess what they're into? They're into finance. It ain't real estate's not number one. In fact, real estate is number 6 or number 7 on the list when it comes to billionaires. Just letting people know. Because all the real estate guys that tell you they want your money will tell you, oh, real estate's number one. It's not number one on anything. The guys with the money, the guys with the hedge funds, the guys with the mortgage companies, the banking and all that, that's number one. So if you're starting out and you say, hey, I want to be with the bank, that's a smart move. 20 years from now, you're probably going to have a nice job paying 6 figures and some stocks and some vacation time and retirement funds. That ain't a bad move. 20 years, not bad, right? Victor Marrero, he's retiring from a banking institution, plus other retirements that he's done in the military and things like that. So he's done the damn thing the whole time. He had a plan. So once again, his plan did not end with that. He said, I'm buying real estate too. He did that too. He's done everything you need to do. If you want to do the top 10 things, finance is one. Real estate's like 2, 3. Owning businesses is also in the top 5. That gives you an idea of what you need to do. Playbook is easy. Execution is what's hard. That's the thing. Execution is unknown until you go down the path. I made to 1,000 shares of clip. Congratulations. He has a goal. In fact, he's killing it out here. Brian P. Brian P is probably collecting 5 or 6 G's a month by now because he did some dividend investing. And yeah, he spent a lot of money, but rightfully so. If somebody spends 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $100,000, and then somebody says, I'm getting around $45,000 to $50,000 annually from it while I'm sleeping, that's what millionaires do. Because now he can take some of that money and invest it in other assets, and he can go to sleep at night not having to worry about anything because he knows checks are coming in the mail, or shall I say, coming to your brokerage account, right? The automatic transfers. But once again, that's it. All right, I believe Germany has the most billionaires. Joe Nay, it could be. I don't know which country has the most, but 2,700 in the world. That's all there is right now. There used to be 3,500. But due to COVID, and COVID changed things, supply lines went out because remember, the trucking business, the shipping business and all that was shut down. So any of them billionaires, they were being constricted. Their businesses were hampered and some went out of business. Some places merged. Some were bought out. But that's it, Joe Nay. 2,700 in the world. That's it. And yeah, Germany or Switzerland, they claim, have a lot of billionaires, but it doesn't really matter. Out of 8 billion people, that's like 0.0000 like 4 or something crazy like that in the whole world. But guess what? They own more than 50% of the wealth of the world. Why? How? Well, start thinking about it. Electricity, who owns these companies? Shipping, transportation, who owns these companies? Banks, who owns the luxury goods? Who owns building companies, development companies? Think about it. Who owns the shopping centers, right? You're sending your 401k money to what company? Who's managing your funds for 1%? Assets under management, $3 billion. I don't think they care or mind that they only get 1%. Just do 1% on $3 billion. Just saying. All right? That's pretty significant on the annual basis. Just 1%. All right? Think about it. Nobody has a problem. And that's who you're sending your money to every month in your 401k, generally, unless you have your own solo 401k. If you don't know what a solo 401k is, Google solo 401k. If you have a business, make your business have your 401k. You be an employee, then you have your business match 5%, 7%. There's a limit, 10% of what you put in. Because remember, you work, you put money in a 401k, you have a cap. But now if your company matches, now you get to go over the cap, right? In theory. It actually in reality. But the point is, this is how the rich beat the system. And it's a tax write-off still because you're an employee. All right? Just saying. Okay, Brian P., great achievement. Congrats. They pay tomorrow. That's a nice $612 per month. Are you guys paying attention to this? I'll take that any day of the week. Stay in there. Keep it up. Exactly. $612 per month for the 1,000 shares. Now, I know some of you are probably sitting there saying, okay, Eric, I'm interested in this. I like it. But what did the 1,000 shares cost? I can't blame you for asking that. It's $14.50 right now. So that meant if, let's just round it up to $15. You would have to spend $15,000 to get 1,000 shares. And what does that get you? $612 per month times 12, about over $7,200. I believe that's pretty close to 50%. 7,200 into 15,000 is a little under 15%. We could figure it out. I'm not going to do it right now. Well, why not? 7,200 divided by 15,000. It's a little more than that, but we'll just use that. This is how you calculate your rate of return. 48%. A little under 50%, ladies and gentlemen. Where could you get that today? Now, I will say this. The stock might have probably started going down a little bit, so he might have invested a little bit more. But let me ask you something. Let me ask you something here. Let's go look at something. I thought I had it on the screen, but I see I did not. But let me ask you this. I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to do something different, totally different about this. So what happens if you spent $25,000, right? Right? So, and then let's say you did 7,200. Whoops, sorry. Divided by 25,000. Could you still live with 28.8 return on your money, even though when you look at your account, you go, oh my God, it's not $25 a share anymore. It's only $14.50. So now I look down and I go, oh man, I only have 14,500. I put in 25,000. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, but you're still getting $612 per month. There's such a thing as an offset. So you're getting some of the money back, right? That's how you have to look at it. Or you're reinvesting the $612 into the $14.50 to get your dollar cost average down because you are now buying how many more shares at $600? Is that like 20, 30, 40? Pretty close. It's like 35 shares or something. So that gets added. Then the following month, another 61 cents, another 18. Now you have $620 coming in. So again, it's a win-win as long as they keep giving the dividends. So I'm just saying that's the worst case scenario. So here's the 52-week high is $22. 52-week low is $14.18, which you're near now. You have to study all of these things, but all I'm saying is he's locked himself in where he knows he's going to get $7,000 this year, regardless of what he put in. And if somebody tells me I'm going to get 30% or 28% or 25%, I'm still going to be happy. As long as they keep generating the dividends and I don't need to take the money out, we're good. All right? So just think of it that way, ladies and gentlemen. He says, thank you, Victor. All right, Eric. He's reinvesting that 612 back into it to get an additional 42. Okay, he figured it out. 42 shares. Now he has 1,042 next month. Now he's getting 638. Imagine the compounding in 12 months. Exactly. That's where we're going with this, ladies and gentlemen. Victor Morrell just spelled it out for everybody to see. This is what we're talking about. When you come to May 13th, 14th, and 15th, this is the kind of conversations we have around the table, making money with real estate, making money with the stocks, making money, period. Business, thoughts, ideas, group think. That's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a little help because we have additional people of support that can help us and guide us along the way. The accountant, that's right, we got to get an accountant in the room also this trip. So we'll see what happens. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, don't miss that May 13th, 14th, and 15th, the SSN Lifestyle Investors Forum. And if you come to the musical event, either one, if you buy tickets to either one of the musical events, then for $1 more on checkout, make sure you add the $1 more. So then that way you can come the 13th, 14th, and 15th without paying the $199. All right? That's right. The price is only $199. Doesn't include hotel or airfare. This only includes you getting to go meet some cool people that's going to help you out make business decisions. You want to be a millionaire? How to join them? Well, we get you on the right track. In fact, we have a lot of people that's on the right track right now. I've been doing this for 5 years. All right? We've been talking about actually credit initially to get everybody on board with that, but then we can't keep talking about that because credit is so costly if you're using it as a liability for personal. A lot of people wanted credit for personal. So now the debt is up and now they have to pay these 25, 29, 30 some percent interest rates. That's not good. So last 2.5, 3 years, I've been talking about getting assets because we need the assets to pay off these debts because we knew it was going to be a cost of living increase. We knew the tea leaves were coming. The insurance thing was just another little unexpected surprise with insurance rates going up, property taxes going up, but we know prices are going to go up because no city, no state, no country makes money. They need their citizens to pay for services, right? Socialistic systems. You need your taxpayers to be making money so the country, city, state, and county get money. That's how it works. So therefore, nobody's coming to save you. You have an opportunity in America, but you're going to have to make do with your skill set or improve your skill set. So that's what we're talking about here. Next, I'm working on getting 1,000 shares of QQQY. See, he's in a whole different ball game because he actually has dividends because he has over 5,000 shares of TSOY. So he has thousands of dollars worth of money coming in every month, which he could actually turn into when he says I'm getting 1,000 shares of QQQY. I'd be willing to bet that just in 1 month he could get 300 or 400 just from this previous dividends. I'd be willing to bet you. So he could get there in like 2 months, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure he could probably be there in 2 months on this. Let me go look. Let's go look and see what QQQY is right now. Why don't we just go look? All right. QQQY. There we are. So no, I'm not going to be right about that. If it's, there we go. $16. So he needs $16,000. See, he could probably do this in 3 months if he used dividend money that he's already made. He wouldn't even have to use his own hard-earned money. He could just use his dividend money and say, you know what, I'm not going to reinvest this money. In fact, just take this money and put it on QQQY, and there it is. He's got his $16,000. Making his money work for him. Now he has 1,000 shares there. He has 1,000 shares there. He's got another 100 there. He's got 5,000 plus over here. He's over there. He's got like over, I would be willing to guess, he has over like 10,000 shares of stock, of dividend stocks. And if they're paying some crazy number, like 35 or 40% on average, that would be a crazy number. Seriously, crazy number. All right. Just keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. And his money that he's making from the dividends is what he's using, possibly. I don't know his plan. But again, it's awesome. All right. Brian P says, right now I have 522 shares. He's halfway there. But like I said, he could squash that in in 2 months. He's definitely could squash that using some of his dividend money from all of the dividend stocks that he has. He could squash that easily at $16. He says all he needs right now is 478. So we can do the numbers. 478 times $16 and look, 478 times 16.65. We'll use 65. That's $8,000, $7,958. So he has that in 2 months. So he could just sit back and be like, let my money get it for me. He doesn't have to do anything. But that's the beauty of having reoccurring passive income coming in, because this is how the big boys stay and want to be millionaires. This is what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. You got to play with the big boys. You want to play with them, then you have to do what they do. So he can't sit idly by and just go, okay, it's the dividend funds, and that's all he's going to do. No, he has to diversify within the stocks, and he should start thinking about diversifying outside of the stock market into some sort of other asset class. That's a little more, because these are high risk, high rewards. If somebody's getting 30, 40, 50% returns, that's high risk. Let's just call it what it is. All right. So then you might say, okay, how do I keep it for sure? Then you pivot into a lower yield or another asset class, like buy a business could be one option. Get some real estate could be another option. I mean, you got several options, but the main ones, business, real estate, stock market, those should be your tenants. Those are the way to the road of being a millionaire. And if you want to be a billionaire, well, it's pretty simple. You have to own companies. That's it. Companies, plural. You're not just going to own one or two companies, all right? That's rarely happens. So all I'm saying, you're going to have to create business if you want to be a billionaire. The playbook is there. That's how you join them, ladies and gentlemen. And it takes maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 15 years. I don't know about you, but that's what it takes. Okay, it cracks me up when people say, well, I just started and boom. That's not how it works. That's never how it works. I'll use sports as a perfect example. We have a lot of people that, I'll use any sport, it doesn't really matter, just pick anyone. It's rare that a person showed up at 15 years old and then he's in the pros and he just started playing at 15 or 16, right? I mean, like Hakeem Olajuwon, there's always a unicorn, right? But for the other millions of players, they were playing already at 7 years old, 5 years old, or like Tiger, 3 years old on Johnny Carson. I mean, come on. So the training that it took, and then you may not get to the finish line because you never know what's going to happen and who your competition is, and due to life, right? You never know what's going to happen. So you could be training, doing whatever you want, love everything when you're 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 18. You could spend 8 years training for something, but that doesn't mean that there aren't another 100 million people better than you. That's the thing. So you want to go for 1%, that's fine. But the bottom line is business is the same thing. 9 out of 10 fail. So 10 out of 100 make it. And then how many out of that make it the second year? Because once you're successful, you have competition. Keep that in mind. That's what I'm going to do. Exactly. Well done, Brian P. So now you're getting paid weekly. QQQY first week, TSLY second week, clip fourth week. You now need to cover the third week. You can do Y Max or ULTY. You writing these down, ladies and gentlemen. Victor Morel's and Brian P's giving you some serious advice on some dividend stocks with high yield, high returns. But again, that's high risk. Now, I'm just going to say for the sake of argument, Chase Bank. You know what? I should start putting in Chase Bank links, Victor Morel. I mean, they do have sign up at Chase Bank and get some $500 or $1,000 or whatever they send me all the damn time. So, anyhow, Chase Bank has some funds. JEPI, JEPQ, they may only give you 10%, but that's a little more safer than these high risk, high rewards. 10% is good, right? So some people might say, I don't want to do that 20, 30, 40, 50% stuff. I want to stay in the 10% range. Then go with JP Morgan, all right? Why not? Be safer. Do it. I'm going to get some music royalties. Okay, I like that. I like that. And speaking of music royalties, I gotta find out about this Gala Music Node stuff. Because they got music now. Gala Music Node is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, Gala Music is coming out. It's legitimate. It's unreal. I gotta find out more about it, but it's crypto. Well, actually, they've been making the damn thing happen. But I'm not mad at you. Get royalties if you can. We talked about that. In case you missed it, I did make a couple videos on royalties where you can actually, some people are selling their publishing or part of their publishing, and you could actually buy it for 10 years, 15 years. The thing is, in the music and entertainment business, you never know when somebody's going to use it in a Netflix, a new movie coming out. You never know. And then next thing you know, you're getting checks in the mail, right? It's kind of funny, but I love it. I love it. So I will get another ULTY. There we go. There we go. See, everybody's scoping out, getting some help here in the house. This is where the winners play. All right. So here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to play a video, and this is the smash hit by Club Nouveau I'm playing. Now, anybody watching this on replay, this smash hit won't play. I'm only playing it right now. I'm going to have a copyright, not a strike, but I'm going to have a copyright notice because I'm playing their song, their music. I don't have it greenlit, right? So if you don't see it, just letting you know, that's the reason why. All right. So check this out. This is what they're going to be jamming live May 18th. All right. Saturday night, live in Punta Cana on the beach. These guys, all the hit songs. That's right. I just said all the hit songs. They're going to be up there for an hour at least. All the hit songs. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. That's what's happening. So, speaking of that, the copyright. So, since it's going to play after this is over, there'll be a notice saying, hey, this video will not be monetized. Because any monetization of the video goes to the artist. That's right. Royalties, making money while you sleep. One of the tenets of the music business. All right? So that's one way that it goes down. Now, let's talk about business as well. Because I said you want to join the Millionaires and Billionaires. This is how you can join them. You can make music, but I can't make music, right? But I can throw a concert event. I can record the concert event, right? Who's to say that it can't be a Netflix special? Who's to say it can't be Amazon Music special? But by the way, go over to Amazon. It's all right. Go over there, show some love. It's 99 cents. Go get the single. There is no album. They're just dropping singles. That's the new thing now. Go over there, get the top 20 hit from the Billboard Top 100 charts. Go show some love if you like that song. I'd appreciate it. All right. So, once again, making money while you sleep, being able to figure out how to monetize certain things. That's how you become the millionaire billionaire class. This is how you become wealthy as well. This is how you become rich. Is basically you're figured out a way that you can make passive income with minimal work. Because again, I'm going to say something that a lot of people will not like. Because everybody has this visions of grandeur in their head. They're going, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be a billionaire. And I don't have to do anything. No, no, no. You do have to do something. You know why? Because you control entities, you control businesses. You have, let's say you're in the music business, you have royalties. All of a sudden, you're watching a movie and you hear some tracks of your song in the movie. You're like, hey, what's going on? They didn't contact me. Or one of your friends call, hey, did you see this? They didn't contact me. They're playing my song. Now I got to go to work. I got to say, hey, man, hey, where's my check? What's happening here? And if you own companies, you still have to check in. So I'm going to say this because in social media world that they have now, everybody's like, oh, the car, the shows, the boats, the yachts, the clothes, all this stuff, right? What you aren't seeing is the millionaires and billionaires still work. They're still making investments. Otherwise, there would not be a Shark Tank, Dragon's Den in the Eurozone, UK, Shark Tank, USA, something else in Japan. I don't remember the name of it. So all I'm saying is rich guys, wealthy people are still looking for business or money making opportunities. They just don't go to sleep and go party. They still make moves. They don't get to just chill out. They're not in a rocking chair at the house. They're still working. Sure, they get to go play and have nicer, bigger ass toys if they want them. But the bottom line is they're not like what you would call retired. All right, there's no such thing. People are trying to take your lunch. They're out here trying to beat you. Other billionaires, other millionaires, there's a competition out here. All right? They're trying to block you from being the best. They're trying to block you from beating them, or they're trying to join you and take your market share. All this is on play when you are big time. And you guys should know this because even if you work at a lowly job, making $3 an hour, I'm just saying, I don't know who does, but if you made $3 an hour, you know you always have that coworker that's always like annoying, that's trying to block you because they know that maybe they can't get promoted unless they have to do damage to you. You know how this works. Let's get real. You think just because a person has a lot of money, they still don't do that same crap? They do. All right. That's why you have this Zuckerberg, Elon Musk feud, why you had the Microsoft and Apple situations. This is why you have all these little things that go on, and it happens. It's competition. When you're a winner, somebody tries to figure out, okay, let's see if I can get there. And if I get there, then I can compete and take some of the market share. Because you got to take the market share in order for your company to grow, right? So this is why Amazon bought this Anthropic for $2.75 billion. Because they're like, we can't make it, but we're going to take this company that's already doing it and put it in-house with us. Because we are a big-ass conglomerate. That just makes Amazon even bigger, badder than they could ever be. But nonetheless, the wealthy get wealthier. That's how it works. That's how the millionaires and billionaires get to stay. You want to join them? Then you got to come play with the big dogs. All right? You're here. You're in the house. We're giving you some direction. We're the no guru zone. No barrier to entry. No courses. We're just telling you like it is. It's real out here in the field. You have to put in the work. And then I'm putting in some work, but what I get in response is people saying, well, I'll get to you tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes. Oh, well, we couldn't do something, whatever. We got to get to it the next day. I'm like, All I see is opportunity. That's all I see. If you're in an environment where people do this delay stuff, that means if you go, that means you can bypass. That means you are going to be special because you can get to the end line faster. So that's what is the situation I'm having right now. So this is why I might have to go. Well, I'm probably going to be in the DR next week. I would have left yesterday if I'd have already been fine. But hey, now it's Easter weekend. I don't want to be there during Easter weekend, especially, but it's Easter week, Holy Week for the next 2 weeks. Hint, hint, everybody that wants to be in short-term rentals in the DR, it's beautiful. They have 2 weeks that hotels are going to be sold out damn near 95 to 97%. I'm looking at some hotels up in the high-end zone like we did the other night. 6,000, 7,000, 9,000 for a week. These guys only have 3 units left at one location. Another location that's 2 doors down has 1 unit left as of today. For the Thursday to Thursday is what I put in. 3 units in another place that costs $1,000 per night. 1 unit in another place that costs $1,000 per night. Another place only had 2 units, and they charged like 800 and something per night. And after tax, it came to still like 6 or 7 grand. And these are only studio units. They're not suites. They're studio units. They're loving life. Damn near 99%. Last year, just so everybody knows, in Dominican Republic, all the hotels during the 2 Holy Weeks, they said it was 97% occupancy for all hotels. So the question then is, doesn't this sound like it's ripe if somebody came up with a project? Now, I'm going to give you names of projects everybody knows. Vista Cana. And we'll include the Larimar. We'll include the Cruise on Land. We'll include those. All right? Now, there really isn't any others, and the cost of land is getting so outrageous that somebody else being able to build these, and even the latter two, Cruise on Land and Larimar, it's still the jury's out. Vista Cana, it appears that amount of land there, it's happening. It's already, several projects are completed in there, so it's happening. But the thing is, imagine when these places come online that have amenities like these all-inclusive places. But there's one caveat. It may not cost you $1,000 per night, and it's a caveat where you might have a 2-bedroom and you'd be able to charge $400 or $500 per night. Not all inclusive, but you don't have to be, because you are all inclusive except for food. Because if you have man-made beaches, you have, well, golf courses always cost, but you have sports complexes, swimming pools, fitness centers, beach club, fishing clubs, catch and release. I mean, soccer fields, basketball courts, skateboard park, rock climbing. I mean, you have all this stuff. That means there's no reason to go out over here and stay in an all-inclusive. I mean, some people will, because all-inclusives are kind of nice. I mean, you know, but the point I'm trying to make is, if somebody told you you can have a 2 or 3 bedroom villa and it's going to cost you $450 per night versus spending $1,000 per night, just because are you really going to eat $500 worth of food a day? Even if you have 4 or 5 people, you're not. Even if we're eating at La Bruja. First of all, La Bruja, everything was, it's like, not everything. The stuff that you want to eat, the stuff we're eating is like 920 pesos. All right? So that's like $17 or something. So in order for us to, we have 5 people. We get an entree. That's only $85. Get dessert, get some drinks. Okay, so we spend $150. but we had a lot to eat because this is big ass plates, right? So the thing is, how are we going to get to $500 or $600 per day? It's awfully hard. Even at lunch, I just don't see how you're going to get there. You can't spend 500 a day. I mean, you can only drink so much. Drinks are not $10 or $15 a drink. I mean, when you go to the bar and stuff, they're not that expensive. La Bruja, I think a glass of wine was $9. I mean, if you're doing something like that, I guess you could get there somehow, but you could eat all day for $500. If no, you're gonna go around, so you won't be eating all day. Trust me. All right, here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Victor Morel. This Holy Week is crazy in the DR. You can't find a hotel. Even the locals left the city of Santo Domingo to go to the resorts and Airbnbs close to the beach. Exactly. Exactly. This is so wild. We didn't learn about it until last year when I was tracking it. And most places, if we go to Mexico, South America, any place, it's usually 1 week is Holy Week. But in the DR, it was a big surprise the month of April, 2 weeks. Who April is considered off season, so to speak, a lower season. But in reality, as long as Easter is in April, hotels, it's like 97, 98%. And with the additional tourists coming in, these places could reach 99%. The additional tourists. We're talking about an additional 50 to 100,000 tourists. I mean, this is serious. And we have people sitting on the sideline thinking, I'm not going to invest in the Dominican Republic. I get it. I get it. Everybody says I don't feel comfortable. I get it. These guys aren't building their things when they say they're going to build them in 2 years. It's taken 4 or 5. My money's wasted. I understand. That's true. But that's because there's no competition. That's what I'm trying to get everyone to understand. There's no competition. So why do they have to change? So as long as everybody is taking 3, 4 years to finish their projects, if they're making a nice sized project, then they don't have to change. They'll just be like, hey man, no worries, sue us, whatever, no biggie. Okay. So, like I was saying, what do millionaires and billionaires do? They see weaknesses and they take advantage. Again, I haven't gotten the funding words. I have the funding words. The guy said we're going to talk today or yesterday. Phone call hasn't come. But they called my partner and said, hey, we're going to talk. Then we're going to send a contract, whatever. This is the second guys. So once I get, because it's first of all, we're talking a lot of money. And one guy can't do it by himself. He needs a second person. The second person is a guy that has questions, and I don't know who that person is. So, but he's a very wealthy person. So he wants to talk about DR, and I'm pretty sure it's the stories, right? It's the one about, hey man, is it going to get built? How we, how is it secured? The standard stuff about how they're going to get their money back, because on this particular deal, it's not even 13%. It's 12% for this one. So if these guys sign off, it's 12% money, interest only for a year. You have to pay interest in 1 year. And with a 1 year extension. Now, it's a lot of money. Just remember, every $1 million is $120,000 in interest. Right? So you must be putting something together that can make that type of, well, 120,000 in interest isn't, I mean, that's a lot. It's 10,000 per month, right? So you have to be doing something that could generate that type of money. And so you guys already know we're putting together projects that would be pre-construction. It's going to include SSN lifestyle. It's going to include some amenities. I'm trying, and once this goes through, just for everybody who loves La Bruja, they're number 1 on my list. I want them at my beach club. I hope they sign off, and I'll just give them the deal of a century saying, hey man, I'm going to make it to your specs. Whatever you want, we're going to make it to your specs, because we're going to be building it straight out. So if it's going to be the same size as the place in Los Corrales, that is the perfect size. It's not even that big. So that would be the perfect size for a beach club. So if they come out and I'm getting them guys. That's number one. They're my number one target. So I'm assuming this is all going to go through. We'll see. But the point is, it's been 2 months. 2 months we've been waiting. Nobody else can buy this stuff. These are $1 million sales. I mean, these parcels, they're millions of dollars. So, and it's creativity. We're not saying like the big boys, well, we're going to spend $200 million. We're going to build 400 hotel rooms or 1,000 hotel rooms, and we're going to make it all inclusive. We're not doing all that. All right. We're not doing that. We're doing something else. All right. I'm not going to say what it really is yet until I get some stuff signed. But the point of the matter is, the way we're going to do this is going to be pre-construction. We're selling villas, condos, townhomes, and it's going to be awesome. The right price as well for where the location is. So it's going to be affordable, except for some things are going to be unaffordable for ordinary citizens. All right. You have to have $1 million pads, right? Got to have them. $1 million pads with ocean views, right? They're going to be $1 million, right? Especially if they're 4,000 square feet. They got to be $1 million. So that's what we're talking about. Big dogs, big things. You want to join the billionaire club, you have to create many different streams of revenue. So this particular deal, I don't get to join the billionaire club. All right? I'm not going to join the billionaire club even if I do this deal in the DR. It's not going to generate that type of money. Okay, just so everybody understands, $100 million times 10 is $1 billion. All right. I think most people would be very, very happy with 10 million, $5 million, right? Victor Morel's exactly right. And watching this year more closely because last year I wasn't really paying attention to Airbnb. And what I'm seeing is, yeah, there's Airbnb availability. And so I want to find out in the next day or two what happens if it changes. So, in other words, we'll just do this right now. Okay. Oh, wait, I pulled up Gala Music, Node and Tracks. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Um, Here, let me put this on the screen because we were talking about this. Gala Music, buy now. Nodes are back on sale. Um, I don't even know what nodes are. But here's some stuff going on. I don't really know. Hey, let's see. Let's see if they talk about it. But anyhow, we're gonna go to Airbnb and let's go. I'm gonna go do a speaker on. Did anybody see? Um, oh man, I lost my train of thought. It's all right. Let's just go to Punta Cana. Let's go see what it looks like right now. No, not Punta Cana Village. Punta Cana. Let's go see what it looks like right now. We're gonna go Friday. I'm gonna go Friday to Friday, and we're gonna put like 4 people because let's just say we have a family. All right. Let's see what it looks like right now. Reasonable. Looks like Coral Village, 87 a night, 750 total. Coral Village was like $40 in November. So it's double the price. These places were under 100,000, so they're getting their money. Plus they have a high rental rate because they're right behind La Bru Ah. Okay. 139. So this is in Los Corrales, El Cortecito. But I'm looking at this page and I don't see a lot in any other area. Okay, let's see here. That's not a lot of places. We got to zoom in a little then. Let's see what happens. Yeah, see, this is El Cortecito, Los Corrales. So that's dense. That's where most people stay, but I'm liking what I see here. Look at this. Look at this. Not a lot. Not a lot. 57 a night, 80 a night. Christopher, okay, no, that ain't happening. 308 a night. Private jacuzzi, 2 bedroom, 2 baths. I wonder what that is. 175 a night. Luxury apartment, 3rd bedroom, pool. Wait, this looks like, is this Panorama? Nice. This is, yes, this is Panorama Lake. This is Panorama Lake. 175 a night. Very nice. 3 bedroom. I didn't know they had a 3 bedroom. That's interesting. I don't think they cost, I don't know. I don't think they cost 175 grand. That'd be a good price. I don't know what unit that is, but it's brand new. So it's not, well, it shows unfortunately, so we can't tell. All right. This looks like downtown. Central Park. Looks like Central Park's here. 2 bedrooms, 167 a night. Central Park, it costs less than that. The 2 bedroom was like 106, 107. That's a great price. We try to get 1%, ladies and gentlemen, of the purchase price is the rental. That gives you an idea. So therefore you get stay in between 10 to 15% if you can get 1% of your rental value. That's just the going number I use. So there's places, but not that many. Not many. Right here, there's a lot, but again, the prices are starting to escalate. Let's go up the road. Let's see what we have up here. Oh, what's this? A special price, $39 at some place I never heard of. That's interesting. Let's see. Victor Marrero's spot. I can't even tell where it is anymore. Okay, it's got to be somewhere around here. This must be it. Connor Rock. Okay, not even under 100. Or is this Connor Rock? Let's go see. Or is this Cocatel? This might be Cocatel. No, this is Connor Rock. Okay, nobody's under $100 during Easter week thus far. That's a great sign. Let's see. Here we go. Somebody said 100. They want to rent. Somebody, yes, that's a good sign. No 75, no 65, none of that. 178, 145. There we go. The prices have went up. 102, 100's the cheapest. And that's Connor Rock condos, and this one's Connor Pearl. So that's a good sign. No cheapies there. And then what about at Macau? Let's go see what Macau looks like, because there's hardly anything at Macau. This is about another year away, but another year or so away is going to be some projects here, a year and a half, maybe even 2 years. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is not that many places. All it takes is another 1,000 people to come in, and some of these places will be gone. This is crazy. Very nice. Let me know what you guys think about this. I like it. I mean, there's places, don't get me wrong. There's at least 1,000 places probably for rent, but where do you want to stay? Let's go down to Cap Cana. Ooh, whoa. 1,200, 1,100, 2,800, 600, 1,200, 299. Wow. 2 bedrooms, but they got 5 baths. 2 bedroom on the marina, 299. Yes, good deal. 216. Wow, great apartment, but only a 4.3 rating, which is weird. That's a 4.9 rating, much better. So again, higher price units, $200,000, $300,000. So these prices are right. That's what you get in Cap Cana. Beautiful. All right. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We did our own little research in Punta Cana area. That looks beautiful to me. That is exciting to me. That looks like winners. Winners. Very nice. That's dynamic pricing. You don't want to be the one renting at $50 per night during Holy Week. They'll trash your place. Exactly, Victor Marrero. And that was great to see at Con Rock that nobody was sleeping, because they usually have some even, well, they didn't have anything under $100. They usually have at least 5 to 10 units under $100. And I'm talking deep, 75. They could be one bedrooms too, but 75, 80, 85, you'll find that most of the time, but this is a good sign. So, due to the dynamic pricing, meaning if they normally had the $75 or $85 price, they said, oh, it's Holy Week, let's put it up to 100, 120, 140, 150. We love to see that. That's what you're supposed to do, ladies and gentlemen. If there's high demand, that's when you're supposed to make the money. You're in actually a hotel, you're in business. You want to be a millionaire and billionaire? This is what you have to do. This is why you can't sleep, because you have to check on your assets. You just don't let somebody do what they want to do. You don't do a Usain Bolt and put money in a bank and then just be like, oh yeah, they're going to take care of it. Hell fucking no. All right? Sorry for the curse words. But I mean, damn. How are you going to leave money in a bank and not even check on this thing? Just because they're reputable. I'm like, haven't you heard a bank steal your money before? Come on now. Stop. This is crazy. So, once again, Marlon Jordan's in the house. Another superstar is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with that icon next to his name. And he says, hello, Eric. What's your thought about Capcana? I see that Noval has cranes out there building Harbor Bay. Man, I have nothing to say about it, really. Capcana is a nice place. It's one of the top upscale luxury locations. So the value of your property rises higher than other locations around Punta Cana generally. So you can buy at Harbor Bay, I believe, 200 and I think it was around 250, 260 for a 2-bedroom at the time when they first came out. They're probably going to be worth 300, 350. Harbor Bay was, again, they have the cranes out. But I'm going to go look right now because I don't know their delivery dates. But yeah, they need to start building, I believe. Well, let's go see what Harbor Bay. I got to go to the back. Let me see here. Let me see if I have Harbor Bay. I used to have, yep, I have Harbor Bay. Nope. Oh, I do have the brochure. And here's the thing. So when you say they have cranes out there, what else are you saying? Let me know what else you're saying. I want to know. What else do you mean they have cranes? When you say do they have cranes, are you saying that they have a foundation or they're just clearing the area? Because this is a pretty massive complex that they're, not massive, it's a nice complex they're building. And what I'm going to do is, actually, I'm looking for delivery date. So they have all along the thing, they have Harbor Bay, Marina Bay, Garden Bay. I mean, they have this whole marina area, and the prices were pretty good at the time, at the beginning, first phase. And what I should do is, I should show you guys this, because some people may not even know what Harbor Bay is, so we might as well show people. This is Investment Opportunities 101. So let me go back up. I'll show you what Harbor Bay is going to look like. Okay, it's Noval. So check this out. It's on the marina, so it's pretty cool. There we go. This is the start. Awesome, right? It's going to be awesome. A lot of the project can see water. It's going to be awesome. It's actually great location. It's all great. Nothing can be said. And here's one of the things about Noval. Their renderings, their properties usually look pretty damn close to their renderings. So that's one thing about Noval that you can't take away from them. All right. So what they show you is what they generally build. So here's the units. And again, they do this funky thing with the units, but I would always love if they just give me the interior of the unit. It could be 88 square meters, which is not almost 1,000 square feet. It's around 950, 960, which is a nice size. Two bedrooms, 11400 square feet, nice size. So you can't bitch about the size, which is what you get at Capcana. You get size, and that's why it costs a little bit more. Three bedrooms. They do have the furniture package. Let's see if they show us this right here. This right here is their plan. 20, 60 during 20% down, 60% during construction, and 20% on delivery. Or 50% down, 30% during construction, 20% on delivery, or 90% down and wait for delivery. I don't know if they give discounts. Now, the other thing is they normally would have put in their delivery date, but I noticed they didn't put in delivery date here. Well, what do we do with this? I'll show you what we do with this, because there's one other thing. This is from May of 2023, so this is a year ago. Almost, because it's April coming up. So we don't have a payment plan, unfortunately. But just for you guys, you're about to see how the pricing was. Check this out. This is interesting. High-end location. Look at this pricing. The 3-bedroom on the first floor, that's 3,000 square feet, was 790,000. Look at this. And look at the sold, right? On the bottom floor, they're special, so they're going to be 495. Is that wild? Let's go up. Let's go up to the third floor. Let's see what we got. Here we go. 2 bedrooms, 1,745 square feet. I think that includes their balcony. 515,000. So I was wrong. It wasn't even in the 200s. 515. That must be Atlanta that I'm thinking about. Yeah, these are pricey. Another 2-bedroom, 545. But look at all these that are sold. That's crazy. They're all sold. Look at this. I mean, Noval is notorious for, this is in May of last year. They're notorious for selling out whatever they do to sell out projects. I don't know what they use, but they sell out projects within months. Even at this price. 2-bedroom, 525. 3-bedroom, reserved. 2 bedrooms, 525. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I was way off the numbers, but I was actually looking for delivery date. Unfortunately, they don't provide one. So that's the way it goes. But that just gives you an idea right there. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? I think Noval has to get Harbor Bay built to a certain point before they start Atlanta. Okay. Well, see, therein lies. It's not Marlon. It's not a linear situation. What I mean by that is Noval has 20, 30 properties they're building. Not only are they doing Harbor Bay, I think they have Marina Bay, Garden Bay. I think they got Wave Garden. No, it's not them. Gruss Porin has Wave Garden. But they have a lot of these bays, like I said. So Atlanta is a whole nother animal. Oh, that was the other place I forgot about that has all the attractions as well. Again, how are they going to do that? They still have to finish La Reserva. That's taken 5 years to finish. They still have to finish Ocean Bay, taken 5 years to finish. I mean, forget about whatever else, but it's not linear. So they're going to have people working on Harbor Bay. They're going to have people working on Atlantida or Atlantida, however you pronounce it. They're going to have people working at La Reserva. They're going to have people working at Oceana, which isn't done either. So, I mean, there's several properties that they have to work on that aren't finished. And they're nice. They have nice properties. That's the thing about them. They haven't finished. What's that? There's another one that looks like Italy. I don't know if that's La Reserva or not, but there's another one. They got like five that they haven't finished yet. I'll send you pictures. E White already making my mouth water. The meat was falling off the bone. Yeah, La Bruja. That's when we had the ribs. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, the La Bruja platter. Oh man. Even Mo was there. He's like, I need another one to go. I'm just like, man. We were all like, we need something to go. Yes, oof, yeah. All their food was good. There was nothing bad. The hamburger was like this big. Could not eat it. Just cut it in half. Had to share it. It was crazy. I mean, all the food was good. All of it's good. Service is great. So where are they? They're in Los Corrales, La Bruja. Stay at Coral Village. You walk outside Coral Village. You walk right by La Bruja. And like I said, that's like my favorite. That place is like my favorite. The price is right, the chef is right, service is right, everything is right. I can't say nothing bad. The food was great, and I actually purposely tried different items. So I said, okay, let me try a hamburger. I'm on the island. How's a hamburger gonna taste? Nope, winner. It's like, okay, ribs, winner, seafood, winner, everything, winner. I was appetizers, winner. Everything, winner. Drinks, winners. Everything. Everything. So, if I have a properties over there, I am trying to get La Bruja to do it. All right. All right. Let's see. Marlon. Oh, wait. He sent me pictures. Oh, what's this? They have pictures. Okay. It looks like something's happening. They got one. Well, I can't. Well, hold on a second. We got one floor. Well, in a section, but they have the cranes over there. Whose name is on the cranes? Is there anybody's name on the cranes? What's this? Navio Porta Sereno. Navio DR. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Wait a minute. There's something here for $250,000. Wait a minute. Wait, what? What is this? What? I was right then, but I still think I was wrong because I have the price list. I have the price list for Harbor Bay. So what's this place? This 250. No, this doesn't look like Harbor. This doesn't look like Harbor Bay. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do it this way. Let me see. I can go to full screen. Oh, I can't. I can't go to full screen. Damn. Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna put this on screen. I think. Let me see if you guys think this is Harbor Bay. Let's see. Harbor Bay. Window. Tire screen. No, I can't show it. Nope. So here's what I'm going to do. You guys are going to see this. I don't know if this is Harbor Bay, though. This looks like. Okay. So, Marlon, I know you sent me something that's Harbor Bay, but they have a sign out front that says. It just says 250,000. And the pictures don't look like Harbor Bay. That's weird. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I skipped. Okay, here's what I'm gonna. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna do this. I see Navio.dr. That's what I see. I don't know, or is that Navio.dr.com? Let's see what it is. Okay, neither one of these. It was Naviodr.com. Oh, this is a different project. Yeah, I can see it now. I see the picture. That's not. That's some. This is something different. Yeah, from 250,000. So this is something Navio built differently. I see it. Okay. That's why I was confused because this didn't look like the renderings, and they normally don't change up like this. So, if you this isn't Harbor Bay though. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show people now what we're dealing with here. Let me get the pictures up. Then I'll show. Let's go. Pictures up. Let's see if I can get this on screen. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we have a window. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. No, that's not it. What happened? Okay. Sean Rayford. All right. So this is put me. I can't find the pictures. I thought they were all together. They are all together. Not not an attachment. All right, let me see what he says because this is definitely not Harbor Bay. I'll send you pictures. The meat was falling off the bone. Don't shoot the messenger. A friend of mine sent me those pictures when he was on site last month. But okay, yeah, but this isn't Harbor Bay. You can tell by the pictures. So it's Navio. Yeah, I'll show you what it's in Capcana, unless they changed the name and sold it off or something. But it's a different part. It's not. Here we go. I got it up now. Yeah, I think they sent you. They might have sent you a picture saying it was Harbor Bay, but I think he messed up, or she. I think your friend messed up because here's what it is right here. Navio Porta Reno at Cop. Yeah, it looks totally different than what we see. So, yeah, this is totally different, and it's not Noval either. See, similar. Did Noval sell it? No, it's different. It's different. Yeah, this is different. This isn't. So where is it? Right here. Isn't this? I think this is Harbor Bay right here. Oh, yeah, you can see. Harbor Bay is right here. And then, like I said, something is like Marina Bay and Garden Bay and all this stuff. I don't know where this is. I can't tell what this is here, but I believe this is Harbor Bay. I don't see where these guys are. But anyhow, yeah, this is something different. Lair, real estate investment, Marina Capcana. Okay, they have pictures. Yeah, they might be doing it the new way. Kind of. I don't know. Yeah, this is not Harbor Bay. I think this is Harbor Bay here. And this is this new thing, Navio, whatever's right here. And as you can see, they're well ahead of Noval Harbor Bay. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna do something else. We might as well clear this up right now. Let's just clear this up. Because I do have the brochure for Harbor Bay. So we can see where Harbor Bay is supposed to be. Let's just go look. Okay, let's go clear this up. This is interesting. Maybe they sold theirs, the lot. Let's go see where it was. I think they showed us on a picture, right? Where the lot is. We'll get to it in a second. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, stop sharing there. Here we go. All right. So, here's where we're going to go. We're going to go check this out. Okay. Yeah, it's next door because I have the brochure up. It's for sure next door right now. So, Harbor Bay has nothing done as of a month ago, clearly. So here's Harbor Bay right here, and that other place, Navio, is right next door. How wild is that? Right next door. And they're already starting. And apparently they have now, this is an interesting opportunity because they're selling Harbor Bay was $500,000 for 2 bedrooms, 495. If these guys are selling $250,000 condos on the marina, whoa. Yeah, here we oh, you guys can't see. All right, so everybody is playing it's clear. That's definitely Harbor Bay is in the first section. Definitely first section. So, yeah, it looks like this other project is being built before. You had us excited for a second. You had us excited. Your friend had us excited. I think he just meant by accident. I think it was just that he said that. Yep. Yep. That's it right there. This is not, they're right next door. This is beautiful. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We're going to have some because he'll play it so they have 13 feet or thereabout. All right. Well, August next year, 70. Okay. So far, nobody's done that, but All right, I got lost out here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, damn. Yeah, it's so Noval is only pushing dirt around. Exactly, Marlon. Again, Noval has the name, but they are not. They're just like everybody else. Delay, delay, delay. It's ridiculous. They're no better than anybody else, but again, they don't build their own structures. So the problem is they are at the mercy of everybody that builds structures. So just keep that in mind. So once again, everybody, I guess that's probably going to call it a night. I want to thank everybody for being here, but make sure you smash that like button. And on the way out, for everybody that watches this in replay, don't forget we are always talking about our own beachfrontjava.com. Our own Professor Auntie Val and family, they have a beachfront Java coffee and tea and merch. And everybody that puts in the promo code SSN Lifestyle, you get a discount after your first order forever. And it's free shipping. And it's not just any old coffee, it's premium blend beans, and it comes in a Ziploc bag to always stay fresh. So you want whole ground, you want fine ground, drip ground, you have a Keurig, you have no excuse because they have it covered. So 1 pound bag, half-pound bag, and you said, no, Eric, I want a 5 pound bag, they have you covered. So that's what you need to go check out. There's so many different varieties. If you like the caramel, if you like the chocolate, if you like some other notes, then go check it out at beachfrontjava.com. Remember the free shipping. Remember the all caps SSN Lifestyle as the promo code. Go to beachfrontjava.com. Our own Professor Auntie Val and family, that's what they do. We got to show support for businesses. You want to be a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire. How to join them? You have to create businesses. And it always helps if you have somebody that helps promote their business, right? That's what we do here. Just like if you're watching this right now, you have a business, then you need to come in the chat room. Except on Wednesday night, only members with the icon, like Marlon Jordan, are the only ones that can be in the chat room. But on Friday night, you can join us at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you know what's going to happen. You can chat. It's no cost. Consultations. You can send emails. Support at stopstrugglingnow.com. Guess what? We don't charge for that either. Why? We make money. We don't need to charge you for helping you because we want everybody to win. We want the rising tide lifts all boats. So we need everyone that's possible to win. That's what we want here, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have these chats on live stream. So if you have questions, you can ask them. If you're not a member, then you got to be a member tonight to ask. Join. Support the channel. We don't get that many views, so make sure you share the videos. Even after 5 years, they still show no love because we try to help the OCs the right way. We're not out here trying to give you shortcuts. All right? We're telling you the right way. We're telling you how to do it. And therefore, we have to give you the real deal. It's going to take you some time. There is no magic bullet where you can all of a sudden invest and all of a sudden just be like, oh, yeah, I have a lot of money to throw away. That's generally not how it happens. Now, you can always hit the lottery. You can always buy some coin or some stock that goes up real fast. That does happen. But generally, you're going to have to work your way to get there. Sure, you can take high risk, high chances to get there. But what we want you to do is steady growth wins the race. And sometimes a trigger happens where you're sitting there thinking, man, I was just investing in this Bitcoin and it was $20,000 and now it's 3 times the value and I put in $20,000. That's not life changing, but it helps out. And then now you can use some of that profit and put it into something else or hold, I guess. But all I'm saying is you're putting yourself in position to grow financially. That's all you can do. So that's how you join them, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we talked about it tonight. You know the ways. You got to be in finance. You got to be in stocks. You got to be in real estate. You have to be in the owning businesses stage. And once again, before we go, I got to mention Music Festival, the SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Music Festival, SSN Nation lifestyle. All right? Soul, R&B, Latin, bands, DJ Wangle for sure, and a few others are coming in the DR. May 9th through the 13th is the full festival. There are 4-day tickets, there's 3-day tickets, there's 2-day tickets, and there's even a 5-day tickets that includes hotel, and you get 2 VIPs. VIP, the reason why you want to be VIP is because you get special treatment, your own special dinner, welcome dinner, and jam session. There's no general admission to this. Celebrity chef, famous chef is going to be delivering the food. The guys are going to be jamming all different types of music while we're having dinner, relaxing. The band members, all of them in the house. It's going to be fun. That's on Thursday evening. You don't want to miss that. Then they're going to come out and do a mini jam session to give a little taste on what's going to be happening on Friday in the day, midday, and Friday evening at the beach. That's for starters. That's the first week. We have 2 weeks of this. But May 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th at noon, we have a little special event. So you might not want to leave until the evening time if you can, or leave on Monday. But anybody who buys a ticket, go to ssnlifestyle.com. Anybody who buys a ticket for $1 more, you might as well just stay for the SSN Lifestyle Investors Forum, May 13th, 14th, and 15th. That's where you can find out about business, real estate, talk with lawyers, talk with the attorneys, talk with developers, talk with a lot of different people. You want to open up a bank account? Then you need to bring the documentation, which you'll be sent about 3 weeks before, 2 weeks before the event, so you'll know what to bring. I'll tell you what to bring. 6 months worth of bank statements, current, consecutively, the last 6 months. If you work for somebody, a W-2, your tax returns for 2020, will be in May. Tax returns for 2023. All right, you're going to need that plus your passport. And $500 to open up a bank account in USD, 50, 60, or 100, depending on the bank, to open up a peso account. How do we do it? E. White could tell you. He's here. And what we do is we go see our man Johan, who's one of the top attorneys, his assistant Grecia. We send her the documents while we're there on Monday. What she does is behind the scenes, she's talking with the banks, saying, hey, these guys are in town for 3 days. Here's their documentation. So therefore, they get everything together for you. She'll call on Tuesday or Wednesday and say, hey, when can you go down to the bank? Let me know. And they'll have an appointment for you, and you just shaved off about 3 hours. You will still take an hour because they print up your card and you got to sign, do your PIN, do all that, put money in. So you're still going to be there like 45 minutes to an hour, but you ain't going to be there like 4 hours. All right. That's the cost and worth it, right? You don't have to pay anything additional. There's no additionals. All right. It's included. This is why it's $199 right now. And by the way, I was supposed to increase the price to $249 tonight at midnight, but I'm feeling in a good mood. So just like before, I extended it a little bit. It's Easter, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to leave the price $199, or if you come to the music festival, make sure you click that $1 additional so you're included. You don't have to pay the $199. If you buy musical festival tickets, whether it's the first weekend or the second weekend, you don't pay the $199. It's included. All right. So there's a second weekend festival too. 9th through the 12th is one. Then the 16th through the 19th is the second weekend. If you buy tickets for the second weekend, you still pay $1. You can still come the 13th, 14th, and 15th. The more the merrier. We're also going to go around, by the way, to some of the locations that we haven't seen. Like we'll go to Vista Cana for sure. We might go up to Larimar just to see what's happening, right? Just to show people what it looks like. We might go out to, well, Cruise on Land and Larimar's close by. So we're also going to go out, see what Macau looks like, right? Might as well go out there. Maybe even a little further because we have things at Macau that's pretty inexpensive and they already started moving dirt. And they're not even supposed to be done until 2026. And they started moving dirt like you're supposed to right now. 2027 on their second phase. And they're moving dirt already. So you got to give them credit, right? We have a lot of people that bought at the Macau property. So all I'm saying is that's the way to go. So again, smash that like button. Join us in May. May 9th through the 13th. SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Music Festival. Go to ssnlifestyle.com. May 16th through the 19th. Also, week 2, Punta Cana Music Festival. Week 2. So you can stay for 10 days and come to both. Sean Rayford and friends, the first weekend, along with other friends that's in the Latin world, friends that are in the R&B, soul, jazz world. They're going to be jamming for that first weekend. And then the second weekend, we're bringing some artists on the charts as well. And it includes a Club Nouveau, and it's Sean Rayford, and Sean Rayford Experience is in the house. All right? That's when his 8 band members are going to be with him. And it's going to be a whole different type of jazz R&B show. It's going to be off the charts. And then we're still going to have some Latin guys. We're going to have some Dominican artists as well. We're going to have DJ who's going to do an intro. So it's going to be hours of fun on the beach. I can't wait. And so you guys stay tuned. But go to ssnlifestyle.com. Sign up. You can sign up also at SSN Lifestyle for the SSN Lifestyle Investors Forum. Separately, if you want to just go to that, fine. But if you want to go to the music festival and stay for that, then I suggest you get your music festival tickets, pay $1, so then that way you are coming and you're going to be good. All right? So hopefully that helps everybody out. James Way, welcome to the SSN Nation. Wealthy Wednesday night live stream, and he has that icon next to his name, and he says his tagline this evening: hello all, got notifications. Since the rent is too damn high, I'm hanging with E. White because he know where to go in the DR where the meat falls off the bone. Exactly right. You have to come hang, man, James Way. You got to come hang. He knows where the meat falls off the bone. He knows where the party spots are. He knows what to do when he's there because you have the lay of the land. You find the lay of the land. You're moving up to that millionaire status. Hey, you want to hang out with the big dogs. All I can tell you is come hang with the big dogs. It's SSN Nation Takeover 2024, ladies and gentlemen. It's going down no matter what. If I got the funding, okay, it didn't happen yet. Maybe it'll happen tomorrow. Maybe it'll happen next week. But the fact of the matter is we still making moves. That's what you have to do when you want to be a millionaire and billionaire. You can't wait. Something else isn't happening. We still making moves to make some more money and make some more deals. Because why? The Punta Cana Music Festival, this ain't going to be the only one. There's going to be another one next year. So don't worry. It's going to keep running. Oh, I have reasons. It's going to keep running. And we're going to keep having our investors forums. We're going to expand a little bit. Things are going to get off the charts here because I came out of retirement. Now that I'm fully out of retirement, now we're going to be doing the big dog stuff. No matter what. I have some other deals in the works. Regardless, we're doing the big dog. It's still SSN Nation Takeover, regardless of what happens. But all I want to hear is, Eric, we're going to be sending you the check. And then I'll be off to the races for some other things. But it's going down either way. Nobody can stop us, ladies and gentlemen. We have other deals on the back burners. And I think I'm going to implement those shortly. So stay tuned. All right. James Way. James Way, Everybody else who's here, especially those with the icon that supports the channel financially, I want to thank you so much. I love you guys very much. And oh, by the way, if you have been a member for a year or longer, Brian P., I believe, sent me his t-shirt size. Mr. Financial, I believe, sent me his t-shirt size. Anybody else who wants a t-shirt, because you've been a member of the channel with the icon for 1 year straight, you know who you are. You can actually see it when you're on YouTube because it shows you have icons next to your name. Your icon and maybe different than somebody else's icon. So I can tell who's been 1 year plus. So send me an email. So make sure I got your size. And it's going to be a random t-shirt. It could be Emerging Millionaires, the ones I probably was going to give out. But now I was like, you know what? I might have something else, because I don't know all the sizes that I have in certain ones. But if it's not going to, number one choice is everybody gets Emerging Millionaire, all right? And then we'll go from there. If I don't have your size, then I'll send you an email and say, okay, I have your size in this other option, all right? So we will see how this plays out, but I've only heard from 2 people so far, but it doesn't matter. This is just one of the perks that you guys receive, along with, you can always join me on any live stream because you have the link under the community tab, which allows you to talk about anything. So that's all I had to say. And with all that said, hold on. I haven't played a commercial. I forgot about that. So I got to play a commercial right now. Show a little love, show a little fun. Let's see, which one? Let's go there.
Come on, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, SSN Lifestyle. There we go. New things going to be coming on the website because we're going to start moving into one phase. SSN Nation is still going to happen. Stop Struggling Now, new website going to be coming out shortly. But once again, SSN Lifestyle is a whole nother animal at this point now, because we're going to be going into some luxury apartments. Punta Cana Village. If you want a villa, how about 436 square meters? Now, most people in America don't know meters, so I'm going to get the exact number. That is 4,693 square foot villa. Gonna be built in Punta Cana Village. And quite frankly, it's SSN Nation approved. The floor plan is off the charts. It's that simple. It's 4 bedrooms with a maids, or whatever you want to call it. 5 bedrooms, upstairs, downstairs, pool in the backyards included, in the upscale location of Punta Cana Village. Let me explain something. You guys have to understand, when I tell you 880,000 for a 4,693 square foot unit, that is below $200 a square foot. If it was $200, it'd be $920,000. It's 880. $200 a square foot in Punta Cana Village with the pool included, which, you know, pool might be 40, 50K, but what, nonetheless, it's off the charts. I'm going to actually do a video about it, but I'm probably going to run it on SSN Lifestyle, a YouTube channel, because I don't run too much over there. But we're going to be doing a little upgrading like that. And then I'm still going to talk about it here. But they have the same things. You got to put down 20%. It's going to be built in 14 to 16 months. So you still got to put down 20%, $166,000. I have, okay, hold on. I have the brochure. Let me show you guys something. All right, I'm working in partnership with Joe, let me see, Josella. I can't remember the name because they called it Desirolo before, but this new project is a different name. So let me see if I have the brochure at my disposal. I do. I do have the brochure. So I'm going to show it on my phone so you guys will see it. But it is, in fact, I got to show a bigger picture. Okay. If you guys go look back 5 years ago, you'll see my house, which was over 4,000 square feet before. This is what it's going to look like. Open floor plan. This is SSN Nation approved. Here's one of the designs. It's already approved for 2 separate renderings. So when you see that picture, look at the exterior. Of course, got to show the $200,000 rides. But look at some of this backyard. It's appropriate. $880,000 is an underrated price. Not even $200 a square foot is incredible. Look at this. This is just outstanding. 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 I don't even know if this is out yet, but it's outstanding. Here, I'm going to blow this up, I think. Let's see. Here's the floor plan downstairs. Open. You guys can see that? Let's see. I'll move over. Outstanding. There's only one thing I would change, but it still works for me. Because downstairs, I'd make this bedroom that's downstairs when you drive in, I'd make that an office myself. I'm keen on having my office downstairs, so, you know. But this is not my house, all right? This is not my house. I'm not buying this house. But it's SSN Nation approved. This is the style of home that I will be building. Well, I can't tell you where yet. It's not going to be this exact plan, but it's pretty close. All right? Pretty close. Because it's an open floor plan, and then there's 1, 2, 3. The loft is upstairs. So see the loft when you come up the stairs. Then you see 3 bedrooms. Masters in the back. They're just lined up directly down the hall. And you see the loft upstairs when you come up. Beautiful, beautiful design. Beautiful design. So, I'm just saying, 880,000, ladies and gentlemen, 20% down. And if you want any part of that, I suggest you go check out our WhatsApp. Contact me via WhatsApp at the SSN Nation and Lifestyle link. And in fact, I'm going to put the link in the chat room. I keep forgetting about this. I keep forgetting about this. Okay, low volume. I can hear you now. Okay. Can hear you, Eric. Okay, 2 years. Let's see. Let's see what we got. 2 years, 6 months, 21 days. Gonna send my size. All right, James Way. Glad to hear that, my man. Okay, low volume. I can hear you now. Okay, thank you for letting me know. All right, make sure you go sign up with WhatsApp. If you're interested in this villa, I can send you the information, the brochure. I can send, in fact, hold on, I forgot something. The payment plan. I can't remember exactly. All I remember was 166,000 is what was needed down payment, and then it's 14 months. Let me see if it's in here. Because I didn't really pay too much attention to it, but now I'm gonna have to go tell you guys about it. So let me pull this up. Hold on a second. Let me go get the payment plan. I won't even show you that. I have something else too. I actually have the other renderings, but no need to show you that. Let's go with. Is this it? Maybe not. No, that's not it. It's 1/6. Okay, so it was 20. I think it was 20. It's more than 20. It was 20, 50, 30, I believe. Something of that nature. So I'm surprised I don't remember, but it was 20. I think it was 20, 50, 30. 50% during construction. So if you're going to pay 880, then that means over the next 14 months, that was a 14-month payment plan. So you can almost figure it out. Take 40% of 880. That's let's call it almost 400. So then that's 15 months. You divide it by 15. That's your number. All right. That's what you'd have to pay monthly. It was something of that nature. Can't believe I can't remember what the numbers was. It's probably because I wasn't going to talk about this. That's probably why. Because I was like, I got to talk about it next week. Because I have to do some other things. Because I'm pseudo part of, kind of. Not really a partner, so to speak, but we're going to be working together. Let's just put it that way. So I might as well help out. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Here's the payment plan. Yep, 20, 50, 30. So I was right. So here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you see, I'm not BSing you. 880,000, 20, 50, 30. And there you go. That looks like 166. Yeah, I'll just tell you. 20% down, 166. $10,000 initial, 166,000 down payment. Fine. 50% is 440,000. There you go. I don't have the breakdown, but it's 440,000 divided by 14 payments, and then 30%, which is 264. I have to talk to them about this. They're saying in the 15th month is 264, when in fact it should be 60 days. That's all I'm going to say. But anyhow, that's going to be changed. That's going to be 60 days you're going to have to fund the remaining amount, 264. So, I mean, and you do 440,000 divided by 14. Let's see, 440, 1, 2, 3, divided by 14. $31,428 per month. You can do it that way, or you can do something else. But nonetheless, there you go, Punta Cana Village. If you're not familiar with Punta Cana Village, you should find yourself familiar with it, because that area is a nice area. It's by the airport somewhat, but at the same time, it's an upscale area, just like Cocotel, just like Punta Cana Village, just like Cap Cana. So if you want something that has a few amenities and it's a nice neighborhood, has its own school as well, and movers and shakers live there. That's all I can tell you. All right. So once again, upscale luxury beats everything else. That house, once it's built at 880, who knows how much it'll be worth after. But you get some different type of things going on. I'll show you guys something else so you can see. Here's some of the pictures I showed you, right? So here's some of the renderings, a little bit. Let me show you some other pictures I didn't show you. Check this out. Side view. And then look here. Rear yard. What you don't see there is notice on the left-hand side, the little barbecue area, seating area, bar in the back. It's pretty sweet. SSN Nation approved. That's all I can tell you. Here goes a better pick. Look at this. If you're interested, let me know. I can send you all these pictures. But look, now you see the seating area a little bit better, the bar behind, the pool, jacuzzi. See all that? Now we do some interior, which if you're interested, some more interior. It's beautiful. Oh, and by the way, this interior is what you could actually get if you wanted to. All right. Remember, we have the deals with the furniture store. Look at the open space inside. It's 4,600 square feet, so of course the house is going to be open, right? That's spectacular. That's spectacular. Okay, that's spectacular. Open floor plan. Spectacular. Spectacular. Upstairs loft area. Out back. Spectacular. Like I keep saying, SSN Nation approved. Some of my specs. SSN Nation approved, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're talking about. We're moving to another era. All right? So just giving you guys an idea. This is what we're doing. We're coming. All right? SSN Nation takeover is happening in effect one way or another. We don't need to make deals happen because we make deals happen regardless. So we're selling this. I'm helping. I have SSN Lifestyle SRL in the DR. So that business is going to be doing some promotions for projects, guys that I know, guys that I like, guys that I can have input with. And that's some of the result of some of the recommendations that I was making for them on another project. So this I was happy to see. By the way, only one of these are going to be made. Nobody else is going to have one, which is fine. And when they said, okay, we're not going to make another one like that, I said, that's good because I have something to say. I keep telling them, I'll tell you guys too, if you build a house and you have openings from your living room and you have an opening above to the second floor and you live in bricks or you live in a home, it doesn't really matter. And you have like floors that are ceramic or the tiles. What ends up happening is the sound from downstairs goes up. The sound from upstairs comes down. So when you have an opening and your loft is upstairs and your living room is downstairs and they're watching TV down there or somebody's upstairs watching TV, gaming or doing whatever, the sounds, you can hear cross sounds. So that's one of my little pet peeves is I try to tell them to not hide, but move the sound areas offset somewhat because the sound's still going to bounce around. But for me, I'd rather just cover it. I'd rather have a floor myself, even though it's spectacular when it's open and you can walk around. It's kind of cool. You have high ceilings. But I would limit that greatly. I would pretty much cover some of it. Not all of it, but I'd still leave some opening, but not a significant opening because sound bounces way too much in a big house. Just saying. Some of you know what I'm talking about when you have these lofts. So anyhow, that's it for tonight. And make sure you guys be safe. Make sure you stay out of trouble. It's going to be a long weekend. And it's only Wednesday, but we still have more work to do. And you guys have a lot of work to do. If you want to join us in the Millionaire Billionaire Club, then you got to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Come and play. And don't forget, I put it in the chat room. Sign up for our WhatsApp. So then that way you can correspond with other members of SSN Nation I'm in there. I check it occasionally. I don't have instant pop up or anything notifications, but I go in there once a day, twice a day, and I'll make comments. If you have any questions, then ask them. If anything else comes up, that's a place you can contact us and get involved. That's how simple it is. The more people you know that's trying to be a mover and shaker, the more information that comes to you, and that'll give you greater advantages and ideas. And with all that said, be safe. Don't let anybody trip you up out here because there's a lot of stressful people, and anything can happen any given moment. So just be safe, and I'll see you on Friday at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.